Why do people go to the gym? There are many reasons why people go to the gym, but it usually boils down to people wanting to better themselves mentally and physically. But for a better perspective, why do athletes go to the gym? Athletes go to the gym specifically to improve their craft, often directly, like MMA fighters, or indirectly, like Formula One drivers. Or the very famous example of Cristiano Ronaldo in football, always being like at the gym at 7 a.m. or something like that. But yeah, he's very known for that. On average, people who excel in their craft go to the gym. It doesn't matter how many hours or the intensity, but they all go. Well, LeetCode is like the gym for programmers rather than athletes. I mean, maybe we could consider ourselves athletes as sometimes we set a little bit with some deadlines, but yeah, that's the reality. But in reality, LeetCode is mostly seen as this boring and difficult but highly recommended tool. We are allowed to practice and ironically exercise our programming skills specifically in the data structures and algorithms department, which is present in all code bases, and just every single sort of programming file that you make has some sort of data structures or algorithms that need to be executed to reach the goal you want. So my recommendation here is that rather than seeing LeetCode as something you must do and that is boring and hard, see it as going to the gym. If you are a beginner, you are likely to find it hard and sometimes boring, but like the actual gym in real life, it will get better each time. You will gain more confidence to go since you have already been there once, twice, or even three times. And the more and more you engage with the code, the more comfortable you're going to be with entering those sort of problems. And for developers who are not beginners and feel like LeetCode is still hard and boring, rather than just going to LeetCode and half-assing the answer, dive deep into the problem. Seek deep learning instead of just getting it done. And I must say that I was recently at that stage where I already knew a bit and had done some LeetCode problems here and there. And I even took a data structures and algorithms course. And it is the one from Free Code Camp, which is very popular and is relatively better than the ones that are just video because you get to apply what you learned directly in the same website. So I will even argue that it is better than a lot of them that are out there that are just video. But even still, after taking that course, getting the certificate and everything, I was still very bad at data structures and algorithms because I didn't fully know how to implement that knowledge or think the way to solve problems. Because in reality, data structures and algorithms is just a vehicle to get to a problem. And well, that is why you should escape tutorial hell. You can watch my take on that topic. I don't know, I think right here or right here maybe. I don't know. But yeah, what made me get out of that state, which is something that I'm still working on right now. I won't say that LeetCode is like the funniest thing to do after working or on a weekend, but I try looking LeetCode as a gym, more specifically for my programming career. Bonus tips. The first one, utilize LeetCode rather than just LeetCode. LeetCode is extremely hard to navigate for beginners, so don't use it to navigate problems, at least at the start. Utilize LeetCode. If you want to focus all your attention on getting better at data structures and algorithms, then take the courses. If not, then please do not waste your time taking the courses if you already know data structures and algorithms. Go directly to the practice section and do the LeetCode 150 or LeetCode all and go from top to bottom. Don't jump around or anything. Follow the flow provided by LeetCode. Second bonus tip is to study the solution. If you are extremely stuck on a problem, unable to solve it in an hour or two or a session or two trying to solve the problem, then please stop getting depressed. You're not a bad programmer. You just haven't encountered such problem, and that is completely okay. Every programmer gets into the same situations. After shaking off the depression, look at the solution and study it deeply. There's like a solutions tab on LeetCode that you can see, and people will post like solution with comments, and I think what else? The most optimized solutions, like big O of one, some crazy, very optimized solution. But look at the solution and study it deeply. When I say deeply, I mean asking ChatGPT for clarification or using any other method that allows you to understand what each line of code does in that solution. Once deeply understood, replicate the solution without looking. This will take some tries here and there. You will need to look at some moment, but when you're able to replicate it, implement a different solution or just different code while understanding why the previous solution worked. Because in reality, like I said, it's not about replicating the answer and being happy with it. It's about making the connections in your brain to actually understand why it worked and how to make it work in other scenarios. Because many people will just see the solution and go, oh yes, I can see how that works now. But don't think about it too much and just get it done by implementing what was missing in their code. So this approach will make you a better programmer at an extreme rate. Focus on deep learning rather than just getting it done. And the third and last tip I would like to give you is to document your sessions. Each time you go to LeetCode or LeetCode, have either an Excel spreadsheet, Notion table, database, or anything that allows you to document your progress and do so. You can note things like the time, the date, the problem itself, maybe even the link, which is something I don't do, but just document each single session that you have when going to LeetCode. This will allow you to have a much better visibility of the problems you have already solved and will make the LeetCode process much better, as you now have visibility of your progress. And timing yourself off, like for example, I have this little app which is called stopwatch, which you can see at the right here. I will do a start and then I will try getting the problem solved as soon as I can. And I try to do all of the reasoning and everything like that to come to a conclusion or an answer. So yeah, having these sort of tools at your disposal is very good, like documenting your sessions, using a stopwatch. All of that can really help you get better at problem solving, which is at the end of the day what we want. And in order to pass those interviews, to get the jobs, to get assigned a ticket or a problem and be able to solve it, because you now have better reasoning. I mean, LeetCode is not just for interviews, it is for improving your reasoning. Maybe it's not for that, but that is the best lens I see it for programmers, which is to better up your reasoning, your actual problem solving skills, and so on, which is what at the end of the day will make you very valuable. Because these FANG companies don't give you LeetCode problems because they hate you. It is because they are looking for somebody that not only knows different programming languages here and there, but that actually knows how to solve problems. So that was it for the video. Please, guys, let me know what are your thoughts in the comments, and if you have any feedback. My videos are an open discussion. We're all here to learn and to grow. And yeah, thank you so much for watching to this point of the video, and I hope you have a great rest of the day and happy learning.